Particularly, I think genre is about imagination, I think genre is about opportunity, and I think that what needs to happen, and is happening, is that the digital revolution, the opportunity for young people to go out there and make movies for $1.50 or $2.90 will throw up a whole bunch of new talent out of Australia that will simply cut through. You're never going to necessarily have these films doing, you know, $10 or even $20 million worth of box office. What you are going to do is you're going to find people who are going to get out there, make a movie as a calling card, which will then lift them to a secondary or tertiary level. That's what I think is going to happen, but I don't think it really matters. You know, Razorback is Razorback, whether it's got Eric Banner in it or me in it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a unique vision by Russell Mulcahy, and it has a weak script, but you know, you don't care because there are these gorgeous, amazing visuals and you know, interesting shots of people being eaten by a mechanical pig. I mean, I think the question applies to Canada too. I've made 9 films in Canada, but I don't see Canada really sort of making genre films other than Cronenberg's really interesting, eccentric takes on various genres. I don't see anyone else trying to follow in his footsteps. I don't know whether his footsteps are so intimidating that no one's going to try.
And I just wanted to point out, John Hewitt, the director of Acolytes Tomorrow, you were inspired to become a filmmaker after seeing Stone, or you're not? Yes, we've got a question down here.
Obviously, you were interviewing a slew of people. Was it more a case of difficulty of getting them to talk to you or getting them to shut up? And also, what was with that one critic? I mean, he just didn't like anything, did he? I mean, everybody should be shot and dragged around the town square.
He was also a director.
Oh, you're kidding?
A failed director. 2 films.
Every film needs a villain. It was really interesting at the end of the film where the credits roll and people were waxing lyrical about the time. I thought I'll go through all of Bob Ellis's interview and find something nice that he had to say about this period, and I couldn't find a word in an hour and a half. So, yeah, look, it was really interesting. People said before we started shooting the film, who was going to want to talk to you about these films? And we found the answer was pretty much everyone. It was maybe because they'd never had the opportunity to talk about them before, and they all looked upon this period with a great deal of fondness. And obviously, people like John Seale and Russell Boyd, who have subsequently gone on to have huge Hollywood careers and won Oscars, realised that this was a time when they cut their chops, and if they hadn't been shooting cars and explosions, it probably wouldn't have prepared them for work over here.
Yeah, I mean, we all knew back in the early 70s anyway, and through to the early 80s, that we were breaking new ground. We were pioneering. We were learning on the job, and we were creating something. There was a great esprit de corps in the filmmaking community, and we did, most of us, try and help each other as well. So there was that wonderful spirit that we felt that we were doing something for Australia. And so that was, some of that has been lost, I think, and I hope the younger generation, the new filmmakers coming up, can recapture that.
I was wondering, did anyone know many of these films? Is this a revelation to a lot of people about Australian cinema, or were you aware that we had a genre industry?
Revelation?
Razorback!
I think it's how many people had heard of Turkey Shoot? Show of hands. Okay. How many people have heard of Phantasm? And Phantasm is Tony's Phantasm.
Man from Hong Kong.
Man from Hong Kong?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, when I made a film called Sahara, a remake of the 1943 original with Jim Belushi in the Bogart role, I asked my 140 members of the Australian Air Force who were playing my Africa Corps Germans while we were resetting the explosions, how many of you have seen this Australian